Sony CEO Tony is at it again with Madam Web and Craven the Hunter. Now, one of the main reasons why people cannot stop talking about how bad these movies were in 2024, and let's just say for the most part, the people that created this movie are the ones that are in denial, that cannot take any type of criticism and accountability. So this idiot once again is defending his project because he didn't like the fact that it was hated by critics and fans because of how bad the movies turn out. And then they're gonna have the nerve to reboot their universe. Like, bruh, just stop it. You're done. You already created one bad movies from another. We don't need to suffer any more bad films because of your poor judgment and poor creativity. Have you ever heard of quality over quantity? It's in the Bible. And I've just made a video about that a year ago. So I'm on Twitter right now and we finna see what this bimbo is talking about. Sony Pictures CEO Tony says Madam Web flopped in theaters because the press just crucified it. No, they didn't crucify it because it was that good. They crucified it because it was that hot of a garbage film. Like, my nigga, the film is trash. Dakota Johnson got flamed for criticizing how bad this movie is when she was in it. Even she didn't want to be in it. Her, since Sydney Swinton, it's like you want people to accept bad quality projects. It doesn't make any sense. Your movie flopped in the box office because you did not put any more time and effort into your projects. It's like y'all just cannot stop playing victim. It's like you want to play victim all the time and cannot take any criticisms and accountability. Because maybe criticisms can help benefit your product in order to improve. If you listen to the fans of what they want, you wouldn't be dealing with this issue. It don't make no sense. Y'all just cannot. Lord have mercy. Sony, you're crazy, bro. So this is what the CEO had to say. It was not a bad film and it did great on Netflix. For some reason, the press decided that they didn't want us making these films out of Craven the Hunter and Madam Web. And the critics just destroyed them. These are not terrible films. Stop the cap. They were just destroyed by the critics and the press for some reason. I don't think we need to rethink our Marvel movies just because it's Nick Benton. If we put another one out, it's going to get destroyed, no matter how good or bad it is. First of all, that's insulting to the fans. And you basically just try to insult our intelligence. Like, nigga, we know bad films when we see it. I just don't get it, bruh. The world that we're living in, it's like we're living in this delusion. It's like they want us to accept the bad rather than accepting the good in terms of good quality, the writing and the action. And I've seen Madam Web on my phone, and I couldn't sit 30 minutes of that film because of how bad it is. The direction is terrible, the filming sucked, the writing is bad, the acting is bad. And the visuals are just complete doo-doo. I'm sorry. And now you're giving people a reason to hate you now. It's like, we just cannot trust anything what Sony has done. And yet they're coming out with the Karate Kid Legends. Yet, I can't wait to see that movie because you can tell the people that are behind this movie really care about the franchise. But after that, man, I just can't trust Sony anymore. That's it. Madam Web completely destroyed everything I hoped for the franchise of Marvel spinoffs that we did not ask for. And it's sad to me that This CEO who is way more delusional than the fans and the actress who played these characters in Madam Web. This is pretty much a slap in the face to people that really had high hopes for you. Just because it did good on Netflix doesn't mean the movie is good. It's still garbage to this day. What are you talking about, bro? My motto is, if you can't take criticisms, don't put out anything. If you don't want to improve in your products. Y'all can't even take accountability of how bad your movies turn out too. No surprise in there. But this right here really pissed me off because now I feel like you're just trying to insult our intelligence and you're making us feel stupid. No. You put out a bad film and you cannot admit defeat. And I think that's what's so frustrating about Hollywood nowadays. They know exactly what they're doing. All that cash grabbing and stuff lead you to bad results. And you ended up getting the short end of your stick because of how bad this movie turned out. At the end of the day, Madam Web, it's garbage, it's bad, it's terrible. Do not watch it. I cannot recommend it. Just stick to the comics and video games. Madam Web, you're trash.